Welcome back, folks. So I do know that on the last one I was talking about getting everything completely set up and then letting you guys see the finished product, but considering the fact that I initially wanted you guys to see how I had set it up to begin with, I decided to go ahead and just pick the video up almost right away. So what I have done here, the only thing I did off camera was just set the two golems down, set the let's see here, set the blocks down, the call blocks I guess you'd call them, and then set up the chests on top of them. Now for the individual golems, what you do is after you set them down, first and foremost you do have to set them down onto a inventory. You can't set them down next to it, you have to right click. You can right click almost any one of these sides and it's acceptable. Then, like for these guys, they have one thing that they can carry. They can either take everything out of a given container, or they can take one specific thing. In this case, as you can see, I have him taking dirt. Now another thing you'll see here is white. If I wanted to, I could have him take white to any color. So any colored block nearby he would take it to. Black, red, green, etc. In this case I have him going to white. And you can see he has a little white icon. I have this one taking cobble to red, which red is just right over here, if you can see that. So he'll take the cobble over here, the cobble will get cooked and dropped over here. The only thing I don't have is, well, I mean clearly I don't have anything set up for the rest of the items. Those I plan on basically manually moving out of there for now. At least until I get a different setup going, where maybe I'll be able to get a series of different pipes set up with a couple of these guys sitting at each chest, or I haven't quite figured that out yet. But of course I'm not even finished with my own home yet, so I do have a lot yet to get done. But the next aspect is my quarry needs power. To power that, I need engines. Now, I have a couple of options here. We can go with normal Buildcraft, redstone, which I would have to make a lot of to be able to make the power. Sterling. Combustion, biogas, peat, electrical, hobbyist, commercial, industrial, and steam. And magnetic, huh? So the sterling, also, from my understanding, it used to be referred to as the just the stone. But so there we go. This one is probably the one I'm going to use immediately. Granted, it uses coal, which is a sad side effect because it means coal or charcoal, which means I only have a limited amount. So it will eventually burn me out of all of it. Of all of them, I'd safely say it's probably the easiest to make, but also the most resource cost effective or costly. Combustion engines, they can use oil or fuel being the best for the Buildcraft engines, but there's a whole new side effect for those. They can blow up. These guys, well, these guys can blow up if they overheat, without water. These guys, I don't believe, need water still. I don't know. In the last updates, they didn't. They might surprise me, in which case I might be building myself brand new everything. But biogas does not blow up. It actually needs heat to produce itself, or produce energy, or to start. Biogas engines are usually the ones that I favor the most, for the simple fact that I can produce biogas by the tons when I am up and running in forestry. Peat is pretty nice. Peat, I'd say, is the equivalent of the Sterling. Power-wise, speed, but peat does need a peat farm for its own engine producing, or for its own fuel. I think that's why probably peat is maybe a step above the Sterling. Also, I think it was originally, sorry, not stone, but steam engine. Primarily because peat, you have a renewable resource there. You're constantly able to make more peat. Electrical, great engine for when you have industrial. If you have IC2 industrial craft, hook a couple of solar panels up to it, and forget about it, because it will run so long as there's power. So at least during the day. Hobbyists, now this is something I have not gotten into. This is from Buildcraft. Hobbyists, steam engine, which requires a completely different setup. I may get into that at some point here. We have commercial. I can't even pretend that I have enough resources to do that right now. Same with the industrial as well. Steam engine maybe, and magnetic. I do have enough for that, maybe. Oh yeah, I could make that. I'll hold off though on making that quite yet. But alright, so we're going to go ahead and we are going to make the steam engine. So 2 stone, gears, glass, cobble, and a piston. I should have enough of that. I have just enough for the 3 pistons. Okay. Glass-wise, oops. Come here, you. I have enough glass. And I will have enough stone gears. Do I have any more cobble? I do. I like to keep about 64 cobble on me. It's nice. Alright. And okay then. Wood. There we go. That should be sufficient. Stone, piston, glass, cobble. Aha. There we go. Starting to get dark out. not enough time yet to sleep. Put that up there. Now I should be able to sleep. Alright. Let's see here. So I have 2 redstone torches. Let's make one more. Alright. Then we'll grab some fuel. Grab the full stacks here. Alright. And here we go. Grab that. That there. That there. That there. That. 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 There we go. Now it won't be moving as fast as, say, if I had it connected to combustion engines or some of those other engines. The unfortunate aspect with that is that I don't have the resources right now. I don't even know where any oil is in this world yet. I will have to go hunting for stuff like that, and to be honest, I don't know if I'll want to grab and use oil. I think I would rather go the forestry route with the biogas instead, which would be a whole nother thing to go through, which is definitely something we can do here. Well, actually, it will be something we will end up doing, but this will help me get going at least. This should start sending enough resources in for me to be able to utilize. Interesting. Now, it was always my understanding that when this thing cut away, it's supposed to send, isn't it? Alright, well, I'm going to watch to see if I can get, if this actually gets going correctly. And then if it is, then I am going to call it done. Episode's pretty much over then. I just want to make sure that this actually runs the way I want it to, and that I'm able to actually watch the sorting work the way it's supposed to as well. So it's going to be a relatively small episode. It's going to be a lot of AFKing on my part here, with me just watching this go. And maybe making some plans on the new edition. See here, I know it's going to go up. I don't know if I want to expand farther over though. I have expanded down a little bit. A lot of my builds though tend to be above ground. I like to build up. The last thing I built was basically a tower, which tends to be what I end up building is some form of of towers. I actually made it at quite a distance above the sky, or the cloud level. But that was also with the old EE and the ability to fly and all that other stuff, so I could just step out and I never had to worry about falling. I guess I'll also probably work on research as well. I know I don't have a stupendous amount of resources to use towards researching, but I could get that going as well. Perhaps, depending upon how everybody feels, I could also look into getting... Wow, that is moving pretty fast, huh? I could also look into getting a forestry going. I know I have that little bee area over there that I've just been randomly going over there and continuously breeding them. I could actually pull them out. I'd have to build all the basics for that, but certainly worth a look. Interesting. These things don't speed up like they used to. Let's see here. I do not have any more gold pipes. Alright. Well, I think this is going to be fun watching what my golem does. Wonder if they're even redstone activated anymore. They are not. Oh, wait. Oh well. Guess I'll just leave the redstone there because I'm too lazy to move it now. Well, it's nice seeing all that though. Yeah, you can just tell it gets the influx of energy, then it moves a little bit, does it again, moves a little bit. Let's see here. Yeah. Well, anyway, let's go see how fast my poor golem has to run. Might have to look into trying to research those upgrades after all. Alright, let's see. Or maybe a second golem. One that could be interchangeable for dirt and cobble. I almost feel kind of bad looking at him. He looks so peaceful. Oh, and now he's moving. I don't... Oh, nice, that's right. he can move more than just one. Oh, but he moved his buddy out of the way. Wow, look at that. He's just moving too. Yeah, I am definitely going to have to invest in some more power. Maybe I'll look into what those other two engines are all about. If one of them happens to be a little bit well, has the power and at the same time has the ability to be pretty self-sufficient, then that would be the route I would want to go. Yeah, these guys are just eating up the coal. Alright. Well, thanks for watching, folks. And when we get back, I will have worked on the house a little bit, done a little AFKing. I'll try to get some mining in on my own as well. Just because that's running doesn't mean that I can just kind of sit back and relax quite yet. It hasn't gotten to the point where I would think that I have enough resources that I can just let one of these run, or even a couple of these run, and maintain, doing a whole bunch of other things. I'll also start work on the researching again. Any really big breakthroughs, I'll be sure to hold off on either finishing or at least looking at the and unlocking until after I start recording again, so you guys don't miss out on those. Other than that, take it easy.